Today I fucked up by adding my colleague's breast milk to my coffee. This happened about 45 minutes ago. Some background info: my colleague, let's call her Karen, just got back from mat leave and apparently has been proactively emptying her jugs at lunchtime using a breast pump. So about an hour ago, I started fixing up my daily post-lunch cup of joe when I opened the staff fridge. To my horror, there was no more dairy. Typically myself and another colleague take turns supplying cream/milk for the entire office because we're the heavy coffee drinkers. After shuffling around food for 30 seconds or so, on the back shelf, I saw a bottle, not quite a baby bottle, filled with some kind of milk. Now I wasn't about to drink my coffee black like some kind of psychopath, so without any hesitation, I grabbed the bottle and loaded my coffee up. Despite the coffee tasting a hint more sweet, I thought nothing of it. 15 minutes later, cue Karen going into the fridge and noticing her bottle has moved. Not just that, her superhuman attention to detail has noticed the bottle isn't as full as before and proceeds to go on a witch hunt around the office, yelling who the fuck drank my breast milk. Too long didn't read, unknowingly added my colleague's breast milk to my afternoon cup of joe and am now hiding in shame as my colleague is on a witch hunt to find the culprit. Edit, a word. Edit 2, thank you to whomever took my gold and silver virginity. Thank you kindly to those who didn't rip me apart. And for those that did, I hope you have a friggin' amazing day. Update, holy shit, this blew up. I'd just like to take a moment to defend myself a little. 1. We have an office rule of unless you label your food, it's communal. I didn't think an unlabeled bottle of milk would be breast milk. This leads me to my second point. 2. I have another colleague who occasionally brings milk from home in a water bottle, so I didn't really think much of it. And 3, I've seen breast milk bottles before. This one was a little taller and didn't have any super apparent volume markings on the side, so I didn't second guess anything. I'm 26M, not like I see a lot of breastfeeding women/bottles anyway. After reading how hard it can be to produce breast milk, I feel like absolute shit. Ops getting a lot of shit here, but good for him for posting. That's what this thread is for. He fucked up and set his pride aside to amuse us all. Op turned this thread to /r/roastem. I was talking to a coworker who pumps at work and wondered aloud what breast milk tastes like. So she offered me some for my coffee. Awkwardness ensued. It is thin in texture and tastes sweet. Almost like watered down juice. Breast? Coffee? Ever. Edit, thanks a ton for the silver, fellow Redditor. Edit, 2, gold. Thanks. The bottles probably have markings showing volume. If I've learned anything from my fiancé in the past 2 months, as a new father, myself, it's that every ounce counts. Especially when that 1 ounce is the difference between a screaming baby and a calm baby. Today I fucked up by letting my boyfriend pull out. This is a throwaway for obvious reasons, even though this story takes place almost 15 years ago. I was new to having sexual relations with boys, as previously it was only ever my girlfriends who I explored with sexually before boys. So I didn't have a whole lot to go on, as I didn't have regular internet access to view porn or search sexual questions. So anyway, my boyfriend and I are getting busy in his basement bedroom. I'm smart enough to be on the pill, and also we had both just gotten tested for STDs before starting to go further in our relationship. Because of these clean tests we decide to bear back the sexy times, and he opted to pull out as well, just in case. He aims and blows his load on my stomach. Except we can't find it to clean it up. We looked everywhere and could not find his little splat of spunk. Then we hear the front door unlock and open and the sound of his younger siblings and parents. We quickly get dressed, I spray myself with body spray, good old Calgon, and head upstairs to pretend like we didn't just bang. I've only met his parents a couple times, and they are pretty easygoing, especially as they let us sleep over in the same room. I have an uncommon female name and am often misnamed. So she reaches in for a hug and doesn't bother with my name, and then points out that I have a wet spot on my t-shirt. I have always had large enough breasts that I cannot see my tummy by just looking down. I have to lift my shirt. Well, stupid me forgets the fiasco moments ago, and I lift my shirt slightly to investigate this wet spot. Shining in the afternoon sun, is a long snot-like string of jizz attached to my shirt from within my belly button. His mum gives me this look and says I must have dropped my hair product or something and leaves it at that. I think I've gotten away with it. After dinner sometime as we are putting away dishes, she takes me aside and hands me a wad of condoms. Not a word is said, just a handful of condoms. Now I occasionally see her walking in the mall and make awkward eye contact with her and she gives a weird smile. I know the only thing she thinks when she sees me is belly button full of cum. Too long didn't read, boyfriend pulled out and lost his load somewhere, but don't worry, his mum found it for me. Edit, front page and RIP inbox. I just woke up so I'll find a ruler for the belly button picture. Said picture. Some of y'all seem to think that's 4 inches. That is 4 centimeters. Nothing is truly lost until mom can't find it. Inside the belly button, this is gonna sound crazy but it looks as though we're in a dead end. We must have taken a wrong turn somewhere. VF's mom was super cool. You should thank her for being exceedingly kind and understanding. Ah, good ole cum in the belly button. Satan's inkwell. Today I fucked up by accidentally emailing everybody in my department a chapter of my pornographic Harry Potter fanfiction. This happened 2 hours ago. I was emailing a text containing the latest installment of my fanfiction to myself because I'd written it on my laptop and I wanted to edit it on my desktop. But I typed in my work email by accident. It's extremely similar to my personal email, but my work email automatically forwards every incoming message to everyone in my department. Didn't even think about it. I've never actually gotten physically sick because of a mistake before. The panic has died down a little. I've begun to accept that this is my life now. It's not even tame porn, you guys. I'm going to resign tomorrow, early in the morning, by means of a letter, leave my keys to the building in the envelope, and go back to get a different degree. I've been thinking about doing it for a while. Guess I don't really have a choice now. Too long didn't read, sent a chapter of my Harry Potter porn to my co-workers earlier today. Going to resign in disgrace tomorrow. Dash. Edit, thank you guys for all the advice and reassurance you've offered. You have no idea how much I needed it. I feel a little more human now, but this thread has gotten away from me. I still plan on resigning. I liked my job, but my boss will hear about this one way or another, and as much as I appreciate all of the lies you've suggested, I honestly can't lie to her. I'm a shitty liar and she's a very sharp woman. I won't get fired, she'd never pay unemployment as long as she lived, but I can't hope to move up in this particular company after something like this, and my life could get very difficult where I'm at. I intend to go back to school. It's what I've been wanting to do for a long time, but I never had the courage to move forward with it. Fortunately, the nearby college has a good nursing program, and I'm taking steps to register for fall. Now if you'll excuse me, I'm going to go lie in bed and stare at the ceiling. Dash. Last edit, I know there might be at most 3 people who see this, but I felt the need to update. It's very anticlimactic. I calmed down before going into work Monday, and decided not to resign right off the bat. I just walked in like everything was normal and tried not to look at anyone. I sent out an email stating that my personal account had been compromised, and to please delete any messages from my personal account, as they may contain viruses. I felt like a dumbass trying to lie, but nobody approached me or acted strangely all day. My boss didn't even speak to me. These last few days have been the same. Maybe they read it, maybe they didn't, I have no clue. My guess is no, but that might just be wishful thinking. Either way, my life is going on somehow, but I'm definitely never going to email myself porn again. And for those of you who were curious, it was a HGXLM fix set 5 years after the last book, so no, there was no CP or any other kind of nonsense going on. Just regular old sex between adults, although one is much older than the other. So don't worry. The children are safe. Op and the Chamber of HR. Op and the Goblet of Fired. Oh no, I can't believe you left your laptop unattended in a coffee shop for about 30 minutes. And then someone sent a copy and pasted a text file of something to everyone in your department. My personal email address was compromised. The attachment may be a virus. Delete the email. Send this in an email from another email address and you're good to go. CANWESEEIT ? I wouldn't worry about it too much. One of my co-workers used to write porn during downtimes. I one time found it on the printer, giggled, then more or less forgot about it. I never thought any differently about my co-worker. This is the truth. Everybody is too absorbed in their own bullshit to give it much thought. This will blow over soon enough.